hijab story and how I came about to start wearing the hijab. So Alhamdulillah, as you can see, I just performed Umrah, and here's the Kaaba right behind me. And inshallah, each one of you guys will get the chance to come and perform Umrah soon. So growing up, I've always wanted to wear the hijab, but the question was when will I wear it? And Alhamdulillah, even though I thought that I would wear it, for example, after I'm done with university, Alhamdulillah, I was like, God gifted me to wear it a lot sooner than that. I was 1 month away from turning 17 when I started wearing my hijab, and it was totally my choice, of course. So in the Quran, Allah says, "In Allah yahdi man yasha," which means that God guides the one who wishes to be guided. And in my situation, I really wanted to wear the hijab. So I wore my hijab on Laylatul Qadr during Ramadan, which is the 27th night of Ramadan, which is one of the holiest nights. So before that, like a while ago, I used to try on my scarves and just think, okay, like I'll start wearing it when I get a nice style or something that suits me, or a nice way that suits me. If I find it, then I'll wear it. So I'll do that, I'll put it aside, and then I'll forget about it, and then I'll come after a while, and so on, so on. Alhamdulillah, like even one day before I started wearing my hijab, we had a charity dinner at a mosque. So, when you enter a mosque, you have to cover your hair for respect. So I covered my hair in the turban style, but it was just to cover my hair, and but you could still see my hair from the back. So when we were going to the mosque, my mom and aunt were with me in the car, and they were like, "Oh, you know that if you wear a scarf like that, just covered, the rest of your hair, it will look nice." But I was like, "Oh, okay." But in real life, I was thinking to myself, well, yeah, inshallah, but not now. SubhanAllah, the next day, during Tarawih, which are the extra prayers during Ramadan, I was praying, and then at the very end, the Shaykh makes a dua, which is like, when you pray for something, so other than like our usual 5 prayers of the day. So SubhanAllah, I got a sudden feeling, and it was like absolutely undescribable. Basically, that's the word to describe it. It's undescribable, and it led me to suddenly start crying, and it's from God. And SubhanAllah, I started thinking of all the good things that Allah has done for me, and like that past year, my family was going through a rough time, and it was like my first year in London, and I was thinking to myself, like, Alhamdulillah, I was like so lucky to be among, I was so lucky to sleep knowing that inshallah, like I'm sleeping safely, just that by itself. But other than that, like so many other blessings that I don't necessarily want to say on here. And Alhamdulillah, I just started thinking, well, how can I thank Allah? What is a way that I can thank God? Okay, praying, well, most Muslims do pray. Well, all Muslims should pray, and that's like a must, the 5 times a day. And even that, like, sometimes all of us, like, you can lack a little bit, be good, be alright. So I was like, okay, other than that, fasting, well, everyone does that, It's also like, for Allah, you have to do it. It's a must during Ramadan, for example. So I was thinking the hijab is the only thing that could be a gift from me to Allah, and only me to Allah. And it's something that isn't just compulsory upon us, but it's also something that benefits me. So why is it, one of the only things that's from me to Allah? It's because, well, all the other things anyone can do, but the hijab, even like some people that are like old in age, Muslims, they find it really difficult to wear the hijab. Like, Alhamdulillah, it's not an easy thing to do. It needs courage, but once you do it, then Alhamdulillah. Like, up to now, I've been wearing it for 2 years, and I haven't felt like any, oh my God, I wish I didn't wear it or anything like that. Absolutely not. Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah. And inshallah, Allah is So after we finished praying, I was feeling like, oh my God, I really, really want to wear the hijab. Inshallah, like I have this like sudden urge that I must wear it. I really want to wear it. And so I was already wearing the awai salah, which are the prayer clothes. So I was already wearing it, and I was going to walk back home with my like cousins and sister. So I told them, no, guys, there's something I want to tell you. I think, like, inshallah, I feel like I think I want to wear the hijab. So they were like, oh my God, no, really? Are you sure? Are you ready? And someone was like, yeah, but like, you gotta be ready because you might get some haters or like, some people that might criticize you like for wearing the hijab or something like that. Like, alhamdulillah, I'm also very blessed that the people around me, such as my cousins and like my aunts and of course my mom and everyone, like, does already wear the hijab. And then my cousin, Ida, if you want to know, she was like to me, you know what, if you really feel the sudden urge to wear it, then you should do it right now. Because this feeling, that's a gift from Allah. And if you don't take it now, then you'd never know when it'll come back. And subhanAllah, it's so true, because first of all, just as I think to myself, Allah's gifting me this, how can I say no? How can I say no, Allah, please come back later? Of course not. Like, that's something that not everyone gets, So subhanAllah, it really is a blessing if you did get like that kind of sudden feeling. And she was like to me, for example, I know like a girl who got this feeling and then she kind of didn't really take it, so it didn't come until after 10 years. And she was like, and she knows another girl who got this feeling as well, and then she didn't take it until now she doesn't wear the hijab. So after they told me these things and like a couple of other things, I started walking by myself just to think and like kind of to make the decision, like, and all I started thinking, well, I really want to wear it, like I'm just afraid to take that like step, I guess. I'm not gonna let that small piece of fear take over the huge amount of how much I want to wear it. And alhamdulillah, at the end I decided that really, like, as I said before, Allah's gifting me something, Allah's gifting you something. How can you not take this gift from Him? And alhamdulillah, like, I've always knew that I want to wear the hijab one day, and alhamdulillah I did. And alhamdulillah, at the end when I went home, I told my mom and everyone was so happy. And so alhamdulillah, ever since I actually started wearing it, I haven't regretted it. Inshallah, I will never regret it, especially because if you're doing something right, then, as I said before, then there's no reason not to do it. And if you're doing it for Allah, then there's totally no reason not to do it. So if you are going through a phase where either you're feeling like, taking off your hijab or anything like that, or if you want to wear the hijab but you're having difficulty making that decision, or if you don't wear a hijab but you have to, but I don't know, something like that, then please do let me know. Send me your messages or comment below. If not, you can send me, I don't know, DM me on Instagram or something, if you don't want like everyone to know who you are, I guess. And inshallah, I will try to make another video trying to answer your questions and try my best to help you, I guess, go through whatever you're going through that's related to the hijab. So thank you guys so much for watching. Inshallah, I will see you guys in my next video. And assalamu alaikum. Bye.